Right, I think it's time for a bit of a reality check. When we started this campervan conversion, we gave ourselves 4 months. 4 months to turn this empty van into our dream home on wheels before setting off on our European adventure. Well, we're now over halfway through that 4-month time frame, and we've only got 6 weekends left before we're supposed to be boarding the train and heading off. And honestly, we're nowhere near ready. We've still got all of the plumbing to do, all of the electrics, the shower, the kitchen, and pretty much the entire interior still needs building and finishing. So this could genuinely turn into a disaster. But we're not giving up just yet. In today's episode, we're finally tackling the water system. We've got our fresh and our waste water tanks, and we're going to try and get them fitted. We've gone for the Wyedale Underslung tanks, a 92 litre freshwater tank and a 62 litre grey waste tank. The idea is to keep all of our water storage underneath the van, freeing up as much space as possible inside for everything else we're trying to cram into this build. Without water, this isn't really a camper van, it's just a van with a bed in the back. So let's see if we can claw back some time, get these tanks installed, and hopefully get this van build back on track. If you order the fitting kit, you will also get 2 boxes where you'll get a set of brackets and screws to screw the brackets to the body of the vehicle, and some bolts which screw the brackets onto the tanks. You can also order a plumbing kit that comes with most of the things you need, but what I've found is that there's still bits that we've had to buy extra. Anyway, there's not many videos that people have shown you how to set up the plumbing for both the waste and the fresh tanks. A lot of them, they've either showed you how to set up one kind of fill, but not necessarily a drain. For example, the waste tank has to have a drain, a waste pipe coming into it, and then it also has to have a way for you to be able to drain it. But everything that I've found online either gives you one or the other, so we'll try and show you both. We're not going to be plumbing them in this video because we don't have all the parts for it, and obviously we don't have a shower in and we don't have a sink in, so we can't set those bits up anyway. But we'll show you whatever we get to on this point, and then when it comes to finishing it off, we'll make sure that that's all documented as well. We've also bought these level sensors which we got on Amazon. If you search on there, they'll come up and you can get all different lengths, but it's important to get the right length because this can't go any further than obviously the bottom of the tank, and if it does, then it won't fit in it, it'll end up sticking out the top. And if it's too short, then it won't measure the tank accurately. So we've got 2 of these, one for the waste, one for the fresh water. So that's going to be the next step, because we've already put all the plumbing bits that we've got on. Next step is going to be drill a hole and fit these sensors.
Am I going to fit? That was it further this way.
You're fine.
Oh, I am.
You are.
It's not moving. I'm claustrophobic, Karen. I don't like it. Ooh.
Alright. Just lift the tank up. You see these bits here? These bits, they go either side of that. It's raining. My legs are getting wet.
Ouch.
On both sides.
This goes what, either side?
Yeah, up.
Fucking hell, that was loud.
What was
Whatever
that?
that was. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Lift it up. Push
What
it.
was it?
I don't know.
It was loud.
That goes there.
Yeah, I can see it fits this side.
Right, okay. Just wondering about them bolts coming down out of that bike thing. If they're going to hit the other one. I don't think so. How much room has it got, like side to side? If you'd like to slide it.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Can it move like that way or this way?
No, that's. Oh.
It just has to go in that space.
Yeah, because that basically wraps around there. That.
Right. Hold it up again then. Right, so we'll put the level sensor here, I suppose. I'll just go right in the middle.
Ow.
Right here. I don't want to go near that way. Right, okay. Slide yourself back.
It's not sliding. Oh shit.
So it can't go right on the edge and it can't go on this edge, so I think I'm just going to go right in the middle to avoid this little channel there. I'll put my hand underneath and that is literally just that size as well. So that's where the sensor's going to go.
Can't remember where you said where.
About there.
There?
Yeah. Make sure the jaw's straight.
I don't know if that's straight.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a test fit. It won't be that one though.
What?
The sensor's too long.
Oh.
Right, so we fast forwarded a couple of weeks because even after all my research and measuring, I still got it wrong and ordered the wrong sensors. So the ones we've got now are 150 mil long and they fit in fine, but there's still probably a 10 mil gap, 15 mil gap between the bottom, so when it reads the lowest it's not going to be 100% true. That obviously doesn't matter on the waste tank so much, but on the freshwater tank you're just going to know that when it's reading empty you've still probably got 5 litres worth, not more. So all we've got to do now is screw these in. We've got these stainless screws so that they don't rust, because you don't want rust in your water. And obviously you don't want the screws to get weak over time, so these are the perfect things for it. It does come with some bolts which I assume are probably stainless, but again they're bolts, so they're not really the right thing to hold into the plastic, whereas the screw will. It comes with a little rubber gasket as well, so there's no need for silicone sealant or anything like that. So it's just a case of basically center it, line everything up and screw it in. Perfect. I just need to measure where to put it on the other one. But before I do that, I am going to bolt the brackets on, bolt them together so that it's sort of one unit. So these big brackets go in the middle. You can use just one in the middle to join them together and bolt them up, rather than putting two, because then what happens is the beam on the vehicle that you just screw it into it's only really as wide as one of these. So if you had two, on there instead of the one, the beam would go down the middle of them and you'd basically have a massive bit of overhang, which is just not needed. And then you've got the weight of two, which obviously isn't a massive amount, but every little bit helps. The ones with the triangle bit, they go on 1 second to the back. So not the very back ones, not the very front ones, not the middle. There. Alright, I'm going to put the other level sensor in. So I'm just going to cut a hole again. I'm being careful not to have it where it has like a raised bump inside. So there's a raised bump about here. So I'm going to put it here. I've got to be careful not to get it where that subframe member is. So now all we need to do is clean out in the tank, make sure there's no bits of plastic or anything in there. Put the lid back on and then get it underneath, line it up and get something under it to hold it up, and then we can screw it into the body of the van.
Lovely.
Get the jack into the back. Oh. We've used 2 trolley jacks to hold it up. We've lined it up in place so that the brackets are in line with the cross members. These little triangle ones, there's a bit of a sort of an indent on this one, which is why the triangle ones go there. The other things you have to line up are these brackets for the handbrake cable. There's a little indent in the water tank that pushes right up to that. I believe it's to help support it when you're braking suddenly. That's the reason they designed it that way, not just to go around the brackets. So now we've done that, all we need to do is take these screws that come with it, screw it straight into the chassis. All those are screwed in now. All I've got to do is go around and tighten all these Allen key bolts up so that all the brackets are tight. Right, that's the tanks in underneath, all bolted up, screwed up, bolts are all tight. I'll just show you what they're on. And then the only step to do next is all the plumbing stuff, which I'm not going to do in this video because I don't have everything anyway. Once I've got all those, we'll do a plumbing video separate. Possibly when we do all the sink and shower as well, might as well do it all in one go rather than bits and bobs. But let me show you what the tanks look like now they're fitted. So underneath, all the bolts are tight, all the brackets line up exactly where they're supposed to. I've got the wires for the level sensors here. I'm probably going to just attach some longer wires to these and then drill a hole and poke them up into the van, just so they're not obviously sat here in the elements. I'll cover these up for now, the outlets, just so that no bugs or mice or whatever crawl inside the tanks. But yeah, all those screws are on. Each one has about 5 screws in each, apart from the little triangular one, which obviously only has 3. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward actually, putting them on. I think the most difficult part is going to be the plumbing and just routing the pipes. But as I said, I'll show you that in the next one. So that's it for this video. So follow along, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next videos where we carry on with the build.